Hi everyone, it's Saneth here again, the Traveling Mom Boss. Today's video is all about travel insurance. So I thought about making this video because I'm actually planning on traveling again pretty soon. You guys are gonna see a whole bunch of videos, so prepare for that. If you like seeing me and my family vlogging and traveling around, please make sure you subscribe. But yeah, as I was saying, today's video is all about travel insurance because you absolutely need that when you're traveling internationally, especially. It's like imperative. If you are traveling domestically, you can probably take chances like that, like, within your state or country. You can probably take a chance by not getting it because if you're in the United States, your insurance coverage may extend beyond the state that you're living in. But when you're traveling internationally, your insurance is just not going to work. In this video, I'll just give you reasons why you should get travel insurance, and I'll also let you know what travel insurance covers. And just to let you know, if you're looking for travel insurance, in the description, you'll find my affiliate link to InsureMyTrip.com. I love this website because you can actually see a variety of insurance options, so you can choose the best option for your family and for your condition. If there's anything going on with you that you need special coverage for, you can choose the best option for you, and you can get more or less coverage depending on what your valuables are, how expensive your trip is, etc. Now, some of the things that travel insurance covers are, this is a big one, injury or getting sick. So this is like the number one reasons why I recommend it. And just to let you know, I have a whole video about when I got sick in Croatia. If you want to see that video, just make sure you click that link above and you'll see my whole experience with being sick and not having travel insurance, which was very scary for me. I'm happy that everything turned out great, even though I had to pay out of pocket. So make sure you check out that video. So as I was saying, one thing that travel insurance covers is being sick or getting injured. So depending on what your injury is, it can be something very minor where you pay $100, or it could be major where you need surgery. So that's one of the reasons why you definitely need travel insurance, because if you get sick, you can go to the hospital wherever you are, you can get treated, and that huge bill will be covered by travel insurance. And as I mentioned before, if you have a major surgery or something that requires you to have to leave the country to have surgery in your country or somewhere else, travel insurance covers you being able to get a flight immediately out of the country, or taking like a helicopter or any type of transportation that can get you to having your surgery or get your medical issue fixed immediately. So guys, you cannot predict if you're gonna get sick. You can take all the vitamins in the world and you don't know if you're going to be sick, and that's something major. You want to be able to address whatever your situation is, whether it's minor or major, immediately, so it won't ruin your trip. The second thing that travel insurance covers is lost luggage. This is something that you can't predict if it's going to happen. Like it's either it's going to happen or it's not. And a lot of times when you lose your luggage, it's just completely lost, like someone stole it, and travel insurance covers that. So if you're traveling with your children, like let's say you have your baby and you have $1,000 stroller, because some people really do have strollers that cost that much, or just jewelry like valuables and things like that in your luggage, travel insurance covers up to whatever the value is of the items that you have. You would have to choose a plan accordingly to how much money your valuables cost. So if you have something that costs $100,000 or $10,000, you would choose your plan according to that. So the third reason why you need to get travel insurance is because it covers flight cancellations or any type of change in your flight. This is huge for me, and at the time when this situation that I'm going to talk about now happened, I wasn't even doing this YouTube channel, and I wish I was, so you guys can experience the whole experience with me. So the experience was that I was traveling with my sister and one of my friends, and we went to Paris, and we took a cheap, because I travel on a budget, it. But this airline that we used to travel to Paris, we were traveling back home and we did not watch the news because everything was in French. So we did not know that the entire airline shut down. Like, it just doesn't even exist anymore. If it does exist, they're under a new name because I don't even know what happened to them. The entire airline shut down. We did not have travel insurance, so we actually had to pay out of pocket to get home. Because of the situation that was going on, we had no choice but to pay for our flight, a one-way flight. We actually got a deal. The one-way flight that we got to go home was about $500 per person. Mind you, we paid about $150 as like a one equivalent of a one-way flight to get to Paris, and it was $150 to go back home. So imagine having to pay $500 per person on top of that. And there were flights that was up to like $5,000 for a one-way flight home. So if we had travel insurance, this would be covered. So unfortunately, who would think that a whole entire airline would shut down? So this is something major. It may not happen to you. It could be as simple as a flight canceling and being rescheduled to the next day, or just canceling and just not flying out in that area anymore. You can get reimbursed for that. There's a certain amount that you can choose based on what your flight cost is or what your situation is. Another reason why you should get travel insurance is because a lot of people have credit cards that covers certain levels of insurance when it comes to traveling, car insurance, etc. But there is a limit. So you do need additional travel insurance. So if your credit card is covering, let's say $10,000 or $20,000 or whatever coverage you have, I would definitely recommend getting an additional travel insurance policy for whatever extra amount in excess to whatever your credit card is willing to cover. So as I said, if you go to InsureMyTrip.com, you can see a variety of different plans from different companies. So it's like one of those comparison websites. You choose the plan that's best for you. You choose the one that's best for the length of your trip, the children or the elderly family or whatever, or whoever is going to be in your party that you're traveling with. You're going to choose the best plan for your situation. So again, guys, get your travel insurance. Learn from me. Make sure you watch that video where you saw me sick in Croatia. Even though it did turn out well for me, I still had to pay out of pocket. And who wants to pay out of pocket? So you guys, make sure you get your travel insurance and make sure you join me on my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.